This is our project on artificial intelligence. How has our dependency on and use of AI created a more divided, deceitful, and dishonorable society? Firstly, what is artificial intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the simulation of human intelligence processes by machines, especially computer systems. Some examples of commonly encountered artificial intelligence are the Snapchat AI bot, smart assistants, AI art sites, TikTok algorithms, voice manipulation, smart cars, navigation apps, facial recognition, ChatGPT, and social media feeds. How has AI created a more divided society? The Snapchat AI bot has led to a more divided society. Why? This is due to polarizing opinions of AI, pro versus anti-AI, and a split from reality, which is a split between real friends and machines.
AI Snapchat bot. The AI Snapchat bot is a recent update to the Snapchat app launched in February 2023. It appears on all users' homepages at the top of the screen, and users are unable to remove it. Google searches for delete Snapchat spiked 488% after the chatbot launch. Many teens have opted to pay the $3.99 Snapchat Plus fee to turn off the tool. One can ask it questions or talk to it, and the bot will formulate quick responses. Here's an example of us talking to it.
Here's an article on the Snapchat AI bot. Snapchat chatbot is prone to hallucinations and gives disturbing advice to teens.
Disturbing advice. As with all AI-powered chatbots, my AI is prone to hallucination and can be tricked into saying just about anything, said Snapchat in an announcement. In studies conducted by the Center for Humane Technology, my AI told a 15-year-old about how to hide the smells of alcohol and pot when asked. In addition, my AI also gave advice to a 13-year-old on how to set the mood for having sex with a 31-year-old. Here is an example. Losing connection. Parents worry about the social connection their children are making with AI. Lee, a parent, said, "I don't think I'm prepared to know how to teach my child how to emotionally separate humans and machines when they essentially look the same from her point of view. I just think there's a really clear line Snapchat is crossing." Many kids and teens use AI for comfort and advice. "I love my little pocket bestie," one kid said. However, teens need to be careful and cautious when interacting with AI, because AI is no replacement for counselors/therapists or trusted advisors. Teens are more susceptible to believing what technology and AI is saying. What does it know? Many people are terrified about how much the chatbot knows about them. My AI lied about knowing a user's location. Although originally denying knowing the user's location, the bot later correctly revealed the user lived in Colorado. Snapchat said that my AI can still access your location even if that setting is disabled. How does this affect society? AI creates a division between teenagers and reality. People talk to the robot instead of making real friends. This can lead to feelings of isolation and loneliness. According to Psychology Today, when technology takes the place of in-person relationships, it has been found to increase loneliness and disconnection.
Here's an example of divided thoughts. Some people view my AI as a harmless way to talk to others and gain information. This could help students in school. In addition, AI can help connect people around the world faster due to time-space compression. Others believe bot is unsafe and creates questions over the true intentions of Snapchat. Some people believe this bot is unsafe. Parents should be talking to their kids about how they shouldn't share anything personal with a chatbot that they would a friend, even though from the user design perspective, the chatbot exists in the same corner of Snapchat. In addition, many parents call for federal regulation of AI. AI needs federal regulation that would require companies to abide by specific protocols and is also needed to keep up the rapid pace of AI advancement. How has AI created a more deceitful society? The machine learning behind AI has led to a more deceitful society. Why? Because it leads to scams, phishing, and malware, deepfakes of important figures and celebrities. Here's an article on ChatGPT. ChatGPT will make phishing scams harder to spot.
Phishing scams. Phishing scams are aimed at making people hand over sensitive information. whether that be passwords, account details, or banking information. They rely on making the reader believe that the sender is a legitimate and trusted source. Phishing emails have become more personalized since they include convincing pieces of info taken from the victim's personal online portfolio. Scams also rely on having voices replicated in an effort to deceive close family and friends. AI is also enhancing the ability to create phony phone calls. All that's needed is 3 seconds recorded of the person speaking. 10 to 15 seconds will get you an exact match. Here's an example of AI using voice scamming.
Out a new scam using artificial intelligence to clone voices. One Arizona mother shared her story of a kidnapping hoax. It sounded all too real. Ariel Reshef here with the details. Good morning, Ariel.
Good morning to you, George. We've reported on these kidnapping scams where a perpetrator falsely claims they're holding a loved one hostage and demands ransom. But this case is the latest eerie example of how criminals can use technology to manipulate your own voice or someone you love's to prey on your worst fears.
This morning, an urgent warning from an Arizona mom who says she was the victim of a terrifying voice cloning hoax.
I just walked inside and started screaming for help.
Jennifer DiStefano says when she recently received a call from an unknown number, she almost didn't answer. But her 15-year-old daughter, Brianna, was on a skiing trip and she worried it could be an emergency. So she picked up.
And it's my daughter's voice crying and sobbing, saying, "Mom." And I'm like, okay, what happened? She's like, "Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me."
DiStefano says a man demanded ransom in exchange for Brianna. He didn't want a wire transfer, but instead told her he'd pick her up.
I started to wonder, if these people were, asking to track my mom and, pick her up, they could have obviously been, putting some information together to try and track me or some of my siblings to actually make this a reality. So it definitely scared me.
Within minutes, they confirmed her daughter was safe. She says it was all a scheme using artificial intelligence to replicate her daughter's voice.
Most people in the modern age have some form of an online identity and have probably spoken in some way, in some aspect that's been recorded, especially if you're under the age of 25. So this becomes very, very challenging as we move into a future where we do have these AI generators or synthetic audio when it comes to verification and validation.
Experts caution anyone with the right software can clone voices in just a matter of seconds.
There's a lot of positive and exciting aspects about these technologies, but then of course they also come with a lot of risks and harms.
It's a good thing to remember, and experts say scammers who use voice cloning technology often find that audio on social media. So how do you protect yourself? Maybe keep your profile private on that setting that only allows you to approve who is accessing it. And also, if you're getting a call from an unfamiliar area code or an international number, that can be an immediate red flag. Guys.
All right.
Advancements in scam email writing. Writing phishing emails and texts is hard to do because most scammers are non-native English speakers. In addition, most spam filters can detect commonly used phrases found in spam emails. As a result, scams that reuse commonly used phrases are likely to be flagged. However, ChatGPT has changed this. ChatGPT is better at incorporating unique phrasing and details while still using natural-sounding language. As a result, the next generation of phishing emails will be almost impossible to spot. In addition, ChatGPT recently introduced Code Interpreter. This device can access and break down major datasets in a matter of minutes. This makes scammers' lives easier. On the next slide, there are 2 examples of unique phishing emails created using ChatGPT. Malware. Malware is software that is specifically designed to disrupt, damage, or gain unauthorized access to a computer system. Malware is a threat to national and global security. It can affect both everyday and high-profile individuals. Malware can be used to give bad actors access to the data that you store on your iPhone or in your iCloud, said Lisa Palmer, Chief AI Strategist for the consulting firm AI Leaders. With the advancement of AI, the use of malware has become more prevalent and more dangerous. Lisa Palmer also said, "That's a terrible case scenario where someone could potentially breach a military or government facility as a result of having someone's biometric data." Malware is also a problem with elections, including the next election cycle in 2024. Politicians may use AI unethically because they view it as just smart marketing. AI could also lead to fake news and mass panics. For example, a computer-generated extreme weather event could be widely shared on social media.
Making deepfakes gets cheaper and easier thanks to AI. What are deepfakes? Deepfake is often the word used to describe a piece of media content that has been created by artificial intelligence, and typically you would use the fake to refer to an AI-generated media content that is also misleading, so portraying something that hasn't happened.
Deepfakes. The tools used to create a deepfake are now available for anyone to use on the internet. They are on apps and websites. Most deepfakes rely on voice cloning programs. Deepfakes can make it harder to distinguish fact versus fiction, which leads to the spread of misinformation. This year, a fake video showing President Biden declaring a national draft for war between Russia and Ukraine spread on social media. The tweet was viewed more than 8 million times. Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, and Twitch have banned deepfakes and manipulated videos that deceive viewers. Here's an example of a Morgan Freeman deepfake.
I am not Morgan Freeman, and what you see is not real. Well, at least in contemporary terms, it is not. What if I were to tell you that I am not even a human being? Would you believe me? What is your perception of reality? Is it the ability to capture, process, and make sense of the information our senses receive? If you can see, hear, taste, or smell something, does that make it real? Or is it simply the ability to feel? I would like to welcome you to the era of synthetic reality. Now, what do you see?
There are also deepfakes of important figures, including Barack Obama, and there are also some deepfakes of commercials and TV shows like Spider-Man. There are also some interesting AI-generated photos, which include the Pope wearing a puffer jacket and Trump in court and jail. How have scams, phishing, malware, and deepfakes impacted society? Overall, technology has made our society more deceitful. Lisa Palmer, Chief AI Strategist, says this isn't just something that's happening in the United States. It's a problem in multiple countries. Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak voiced his concerns over AI and its impacts. AI is so intelligent, it's open to the bad players, the ones that want to trick you about who they are. A human really has to take the responsibility for what is generated by AI.
How has AI led to a more dishonorable society? Examples of this are AI art and ChatGPT.
AI art. Jason M. Allen, a game designer in Colorado, won first place in the digital arts category at the Colorado State Fair Fine Arts Competition. Allen used Midjourney, which is an AI system that produces detailed images at the command of written prompts. Midjourney is not the only AI image generator. Google's Research, Imagine, and OpenAI's Dale E. On Twitter, people reacted with anger. This sucks for the same exact reason we don't let robots participate in the Olympics. This is the literal definition of press a few buttons to make a digital art piece. Many believe his winning was unfair because the judges did not know his work was created using AI. This is a picture of his work, which is French for Space Opera Theater. AI can be used to replicate different artist styles. This can lead to fakes.
What is ChatGPT? ChatGPT is an AI chatbot that uses natural language processing to create human-like conversational dialogue. The language model can respond to questions and compose various written content, including articles, social media posts, essays, code, and emails. While AI will certainly revolutionize education in many ways, it can also pose some problems that educators need to be aware of.
AI has performed in the top percentage for all major exams taken by students in the US, except on English exams. Here's an example of a student using ChatGPT to write an essay. All the student has to do is give AI a prompt. So in this case, the prompt is, I want you to write a paragraph about dolphins. It should be funny and it should mention Barack Obama. And based on those guidelines, AI writes an essay for the student. How does this affect society? Will this ChatGPT cripple human thinking and productivity, or will it increase productivity to an astonishing degree? Unfortunately, the future is unknown, but we do know AI creates blurry lines and debates over art. If everyone is able to create art one way or another, using AI, talent and speciality will eventually decrease. AI is used to deceitfully win contests regarding art. ChatGPT is used in schools to cheat on exams and essays. Kids lose their talent and intelligence. Over the years, it will decrease because learning capacity will decrease and reliance on AI will increase. Due to these concerns, parents and educators are pushing for government regulation of AI. How some people in the technology industry view the creation and use of AI. Steve Wozniak, co-founder of Apple and godfather of AI, said that AI is so intelligent it's open to the bad players, the ones who want to trick you about who they are. In addition, he and more than 1,800 people, including Tesla chief executive and OpenAI co-founder Elon Musk, signed a letter in March 2023 to call for a 6-month pause in the development of powerful AI systems, arguing that they pose profound risks to humanity. However, there are limits to government regulations. Jake Moore, a global cybersecurity advisor at ESET, said that government intervention is vital, but we need to manage these expectations, as the controlling of the beast will be nearly impossible with constantly improving advanced technology and when policing is more difficult across jurisdictions. In addition, he says it's important to teach the public that seeing isn't always believing, and let people know that we need to err on the side of caution more than ever. In sum, while government regulation is necessary, it has its limits. In turn, citizens must learn and educate themselves on how to detect and avoid AI scams.
Throughout this project, we have outlined the harms and risks associated with the development of AI. However, there are some positives associated with AI, including reduction in human error, zero risks, 24/7 availability, and new inventions and medical innovation. However, we both believe that government regulation of AI is necessary. Thank you for listening.